Hello. James Acaster is on the stairs. I'm in motion, we presume. I mean, it's exciting. We should actually discuss that we're doing our show in Edinburgh this year again. The Josh Widdicombe Show live. The date's 22nd to the 25th.
That's correct.
At 10:30 in the evening?
10:45.
10:45. It's going to be late, mate. You're going to have to readjust your body clock.
Massively.
It's going to be fun. We've got all the regulars. Matthew Crosby, James Acaster, on the stairs. Ivo Graham, Nish Kumar, etc. Nathaniel Metcalf, etc. Guests. Should we try and get some big guests?
Like who?
I don't know, like Kim Basinger?
Well, Adam Hills from The Last Leg, he's up there.
Oh, he's up there. We could get Adam Hills.
Would he be doing it for us?
Yeah, he'd be up for doing it. I'm sure he'd be up for doing it.
Okay.
I mean, we booked him now live without asking him, but that's good. It promises to be, a lot of fun.
Tickets are a very reasonable £10, I think.
Yeah, I think we've done the hard sell here. Also, this year, we're going to microphone up the audience so that it doesn't sound like no one's laughing. Good morning, James Acaster.
Hello.
How's it going?
All right. How are you?
Good. We were just talking about our excitement for Edinburgh and how this year we're going to microphone up the audience so that it doesn't look like we're dying badly.
It sounded like last time.
Yeah.
You can listen to the podcast from last year online now.
Oh, I don't listen to him. It's not my cup of tea. But
Fair enough. No, me neither. To be fair, I've never listened to them. Are they good?
Yeah, they are good. I had to listen to them and chop out all the stuff that... Yeah, some stuff won't make the podcasts as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
About certain members of the British, entertainment industry.
Being naughty last time, weren't we?
We were rebellious.
Being quite naughty. I think it's because the more stressed Neil looked, the more I was like, I'm going to say another thing. It'd be funny. I felt bad afterwards, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah. Not as bad as he made some people feel. Anyway. How are you, James?
Very well, thank you. Just had a lovely trip in the elevator there. They're playing Time After Time in the lift.
What's Time After Time?
You know Time After Time?
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
Oh, really? Classic FM have taken some left field turns.
Yeah, it's really loud in the left. Me and intern Charles. Is it still intern Charles? I haven't been on this show so long. It might be like manager Charles by now. I don't know.
It's intern Charles.
Intern Charles. It was just having a lovely little listen to it in the.
Yeah.
In the
Did you mention it to him?
That's a good song. He went, whatever, mate, shut up. Off air, he's very rude. People don't know how aggressive Charles is.
He can be very rude.
Don't ever talk to me. I'm not here to make friends.
Well, what we'll do, we'll come to you on today's subjects. Also, we've got a Call My Josh for you.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
yeah.
Great. What a treat.
Josh Widdicombe Podcast XFM.
James Acaster is back on the Josh Widdicombe Show. Hello.
Yeah. Hello, mate.
Good to be back.
Lovely to be back.
Have I got news for you?
Yeah.
Mock the week.
Yeah. Everyone remembers.
Everyone remembers. What's it? Memorabilia. I have a life-size. This is Mark 30 in Essex. I have a life-size cardboard cutout of the turtle Michelangelo, which I insist lives in my bedroom to protect me while I sleep. My girlfriend says it's off-putting during certain situations. However, I find him quite encouraging. He's not going anywhere. Feelings on that?
Well, for standing your ground.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I gave in to a similar...
Did you?
Well, I this is an old relationship now, but I moved in with someone and I had a Party Gator.
What, a Party Gator?
Yeah. What a Party Gator is? It's just a massive toy alligator.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So a really big, so it was a cartoon in a pink top hat. And I don't know if I might have talked about him on the show before.
I don't remember him.
No, he wore a pink top hat.
Yeah. How big was he?
He was about your size.
No.
Yeah, but he was always sitting down though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Was he lying on his front?
No, he was sitting just like you'd sit on a seat, just sitting down normal. Big green tail coming out the back. T-shirt that said Party Gator on it.
Of course.
Pink trousers, pink top hat.
So he had trousers as well?
Yeah. Well, it's not, T-shirt and no pants are never a good look.
No, he's not Matthew Crosby.
No, you've got to... So it's like that. And his name was... Party Gator and Andrei Kanchelskis. That's also his name.
Your favourite footballer?
Yeah, at the time. I won him at a fair when I was 7.
Yeah.
So
the Party Gator, not
Party Gator. Andrei Kanchelskis is probably going at fairs now. And I just kept him with me all the time.
Yeah. Did you sleep with him in the bed?
No.
No, right.
No.
I'm just checking.
He sat in the corner of the room and looked at me in bed. That's less creepy, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
When I moved in with my ex-girlfriend...
Yeah. Was the Party Gator...
Party Gator wasn't the only thing to get the boot.
So what did you do with him?
She said you got to get rid of him. Because the flat was small. She's like, it's basically like having a third housemate in a tiny flat.
You're drinking the milk.
Yeah. I put him on the cleaning rotor. We can't have him in it. And I didn't want to let him go.
Yeah.
Eventually, I found some friends who. I already had them.
Yeah. Eventually, I found some friends. So I got rid of the Party Gator.
I was like, I don't need you anymore. I've got real mates who are human beings. So some of my friends were like, don't chuck him away, give him to us. So I gave him to my friends. They're in a band and they live in Northampton, and they basically have been taking photos of him as if he's
in the band.
And doing different things, and it's like you know.
Have you thought about asking for him back?
Yeah, well, I know I'm going to have to take him back at some point. It's one of those things where, like, I don't.
Does
think
your current girlfriend know about the Party Gator?
I don't think she does. I mean, she doesn't even live in this country, so, like, you know, I'm keeping a lot of things a secret from her.
Most of all, a 6 foot, well, not 6 foot, 5'6", really. I don't know what claims I'm making there.
Yeah, that means your height. Yeah, she doesn't know about him. She doesn't know I'm a man. What else?
Well, if you have any, that is weird, though. If you're going to have to take him back. Do you think you'll have him for the whole of your life?
Yeah, it's weird. It's because I don't think I'd better bring myself to throw him away. But if my friends phoned me and went, yesterday someone set him on fire and he's gone, I'll be like, all right, fine. I'll be like, okay, yeah, that's happened. I didn't have to.
What a terrible way for him to go.
Yeah, that'd be really weird. I mean, I don't know why I chose that.
What? Yeah.
If it was stolen, if it was stolen, but that's almost less likely than someone setting him on fire.
Yeah. I think, you know, if you're hoping for him to be set on fire, he's not a real friend. That's always the way I judge it.
So it's one at a fair. I mean, you know, he's long overdue. Bursting into flames, isn't he? I mean,
he will be hugely flammable.
Yeah. I don't know how he's dodged that bullet so far.
Well, there we go. I think I don't know what our views on Arsenal are, but we're going to leave that topic now. We will be coming up to a game of Call My Josh. Do you want to know the topic?
Yeah.
guests that have been on TF5 Friday.
Oh.
Josh Widdicombe Podcast XFM.
Catfish and the Bottle Man, Homesick, now on the Josh Widdicombe Show.
Very hard end to that song.
Can you hear this, James? You haven't got your headphones on.
No.
But TF5 Friday music underneath.
Oh, lovely.
As
Lovely
you
touch,
play
Neil.
Call My Josh, 5 people. Have they been on TF5 Friday? True or false? Very simple.
Okay.
Confident?
No, I'm not confident with this one.
It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah, I watched it, but not enough. And I know you're not going to pick obvious ones. Shaun Ryder and Slipknot, I'd get them.
Shaun Ryder and Slipknot are not in the list.
Yeah.
What a night that would be.
Yeah.
Number 1,
Yeah.
Swampy. Swampy.
True.
Just for people listening at home, Swampy was the road protester from the Newbury bypass.
Yeah.
It's false.
Ah.
The worst thing, he did do, genuinely, he did Have I Got News For You, though. Never asked back on.
Well,
Obviously, it wasn't
that
that
makes
good,
two
wasn't
of us.
It was only 3 weeks ago, James.
I just said it for a joke.
Nicole and Papa. From the Renault adverts.
Oh, I know where they're from. I mean,
It's difficult, isn't it?
that's almost less plausible than Swampy being on it. Yes, true.
0 out of 2.
Oh, I cannot believe
no.
this.
I reckon you might be on them for the first 0 out of 5.
Well, I thought you were throwing curveballs at me.
Beppe from EastEnders.
Yes, true.
1 out of 3, correct. The terrorist and assassin Carlos the Jackal.
False.
That is false. Now, the last one
False.
was one person who featured in some way on TS5 Friday, Nish Kumar.
Oh, man.
What's your thinking on this?
Well, I'm thinking. Well, either obviously you're trying to throw me completely, because the kind of gossip you would love is that Nish has done TF5 Friday, or been involved in it in some way, worked in the cloakroom or something. But the kind of thing you would like to wind me up about also is telling me that Nish has done TF5 Friday, and you know
This is on camera. So it appeared on camera.
been in the audience. I mean, the thing is, you know that you've basically asked for, you've introduced a concept that I want to be true so much that I'm going to say true. That's what's happened. True.
False. I mean, that's the problem. It's disappointing now because we all wanted Nish to have been. What would he have been? Like 10?
Do you know who worked in the cloakroom on TF5 Friday?
No.
David Mitchell.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. It's that kind of trivia that means you don't need to bring Nish Kumar into the conversation.
Josh Widdicombe. Podcast. XFM.
James Acaster is still here on the Josh Widdicombe Show.
Very much so.
Very much so. Ivo Graham is also here.
Hello.
How are you, Ivo?
I'm very well, thank you.
Should we start with a email we've had about you?
Yeah.
Hello, Josh and producer Neil. I've been a long-term listener and need to thank you for introducing me to some fantastic comedians, Ivo Graham being one of them.
That would have been brutal if it had gone apart from.
With the exception of.
Yes.
I haven't seen him in person, so I only had his voice to go on. And for some reason, my imagination had painted this picture of Ivo with a long ginger beard. Kind of like...
Would if I could.
kind of like Ian from Ice Cream Gate on the Great British Bake Off.
Yeah.
Throughout the weeks, months and even years of listening, I had managed to convince myself that this was exactly what Ivo looked like. Imagine my surprise when I decided to type his name into YouTube
Oh dear.
and discover that he isn't ginger and in fact is completely beardless.
No.
I'm frightened to YouTube the other comedians to go through the same shock. Love the show, Amy in Huddersfield.
Oh, dear.
Open brackets. FYI, my imagination was spot on with James Acaster's appearance.
I am how I sound. I'm not like Ivo and leave people at the garden path.
How do you feel about that, Ivo? Would you prefer to have a long ginger beard?
I love the idea that we could have done, 20 or 30 episodes of radio, and the fact that I had a long ginger beard never be mentioned. Even if we'd been friends for years before and you didn't find it funny anymore, you'd say, like, beard's looking nice today, or using it, or like, I'd probably have an anecdote at some point relating to a beard.
What have you got stuck in your beard?
Yeah.
I can hear it now, though. I can hear the beard. Now you're talking. I get what she means.
So what do you imagine that do you think that
What do I imagine I look like? I've got a mirror in my bedroom, so
No, but do you think
delusions
you look
never
like
last
you
very
sound?
long. What?
Do you think you look like you sound?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, to be
don't
honest,
know.
Ivo,
I
to be
haven't-
honest, I'm at fault there. That's an awful question to ask someone.
But we had this, and there were two, and I got 2 tweets as well this week.
Yeah.
The issue of how I look and sound has never come up before, but clearly there's
Someone
been a sort of tipping point.
someone tweeted a picture of a baby drinking a glass of champagne, didn't they?
Not that one. Didn't like that one.
I think your eyebrows suit your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong eyebrows.
Okay, so if
Those
we're
pink
working-
eyebrows that you've got. Would you like to see a Photoshop of what you'd look like with a long beard?
Who's done this? Is this Charles?
Internet
Yeah.
Charles.
Well done, Charles. I'd love to see this.
Are you ready to reveal
Get a
to
life,
the
Charles.
room?
It's pretty good.
Amazing.
That is very nice. You've also put some Bake Off style bunting in the background.
yeah.
Is that being tweeted out to the world then?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, okay.
You kind of look like, well, I'm not going to say it. Can I say what I said earlier when I saw it?
What did you... Hang on a sec.
Don't turn the mics down.
Well, I'm trying to work out what you said earlier.
I thought he's the kind of person that would have been pulled in for...
Yeah, let's not go there.
Okay.
I like the idea that Charles had photoshops of all of the XFM guests looking in slightly different ways beforehand, and by fluke someone guessed one of their own. I've actually already got a picture of that, along with my white Nish Kumar.
If you have, Amy, if you have any other views on what other guests have looked like, then do send them in. Or anyone else who's got views on what people look like. 83936 or tweet us at XFM.
Josh Widdicombe. Podcast. XFM.
Now, James Acaster.
Hello.
And Ivo Graham.
Hello.
Weird memorabilia you have, or pointless memorabilia you have, Ivo?
Not pointless as in from the TV show.
I'm not.
You
I'm
wish.
I'm not bringing you on here to discuss my pointless trophy.
Oh God! I'm a collector and a hoarder, and I did a show at the lovely Monmouth Festival last year in a sort of in a thrift shop called the Rag and Bone, because I'm just on the cusp of playing in actual comedy venues, and but it was lovely and it was
What
filled
if you
with all
shave
this.
that beard off?
Yeah, well, no, if anything, the beard made me perfectly suited to the kind of shop. I was trying to sell people stuff mid-set. But I was told at the end by the shopkeeper that I could take anything I wanted from the shop as a present.
And a Disney film.
Take
anything your heart desires, young man.
Well, I don't think any Disney character would have the foresight to pluck something as obscure as a CD single of the Mission Impossible theme tune, which is, I think, as much a reflection on what else was in the shop as it is on my taste. I'm holding it now.
By who?
By Adam Clayton and Larry Mullen off U2. So
Junior, Larry Mullen Jr.
Larry Mullen Jr. not specified here.
The bass player and
the drummer's dad. I'm going, actually, Larry, I think I might do Mission Impossible with your dad, in case more
So the worst two members of U2?
Well, it depends what you want. The rhythm section, which is usually the worst.
So do they play the... Is that dun 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 dun?
Yeah,
Is that played on the bass?
Bond.
Oh, that's Bond. Sorry,
You get a classic mistake.
Carling Black Label.
Now, in the classic sort of CD single style, how many tracks do you think are on this CD?
3.
Song? 3?
5.
James is correct. It's 5.
Are they
That's
all
an EP.
versions of the same song?
No. Well, so the first one is obviously theme from Mission Impossible. Start with the big one. Don't bury that in the middle of the single.
EP.
Number
surely.
2 is EP. Number 2 is a Junior's hard mix edit of the theme from Mission Impossible.
Yep.
Then songs 3 to 5 are a different version song called Mission Impossible theme (brackets Mission Accomplished).
Like the credits?
No, not the. Well, I don't know. I looked this up because I've looked this up on YouTube, and it describes this. The second of 2 versions of the Mission Impossible theme on the soundtrack album. This version of the theme is slower and more electronic, and has a more triumphant mood. So if you're listening to the Mission Impossible theme thinking this isn't triumphant enough, just skip straight to track 3, and then 4, which is a remix of that, and then 5, which is another remix of that.
So it's basically probably just the same as the Mission Impossible theme, but it ends with the countdown. At the end, triumphant.
Wow. So have you ever listened to it?
There was one quite bleak car journey to a gig where it was all I had.
Oh, good
So
lord.
how many times did you listen to
I
it?
think I went twice round and then back to Radio 4.
I bought the Limp Bizkit version
Oh,
Did you?
wow.
when it came out. Yeah, when I was a teenager. Bought the Mission Impossible theme tune, Limp Bizkit style.
Amazing.
As a single as well.
Yeah, as a single.
Didn't you go and see Limp Bizkit live recently?
I saw them last January. For a joke, turned out to be the best night of my life. So, you know.
Did they play the Mission Impossible theme?
They didn't play that. No, maybe they did. I don't know. They played all the hits. It was a proper party, and the guitarist had a little tiki hut on stage and drank out of pineapples.
Their version was called Take a Look Around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I
Facts.
end by reading out something that's written on the CD? This CD will self-destruct in 19 minutes and 47 seconds. Absolutely brilliant.
I had a terrifying moment there where I thought you were going to say, "To Ivor with love from..."
You can get this from a thrift shop.
To Mum, to Ivor from Mum. Keep on dreaming.
No mission is impossible, son. Aim for the stars. I love you.
You can grow that beard. We will be playing Wiki Races with you coming up.
Brilliant.
Because it's now got a name. The game was invented by a listener. The title was invented by a listener. We really don't do any work on this. Ivo Graham.
Hello.
James Acaster.
Hello, Josh.
Now, week 2 of Wiki Races. Do you like the title?
It's lovely. You got like, you know.
There was
really
another one as
pronounced
well.
Races.
Yeah, Wiki Races.
What was the other one? There were 2 suggested that were equally good.
Wikipedia.
Yes.
Oh.
Do you prefer that? It's difficult, isn't
I
it?
Do you
maintain
know what? I think
ultimatum.
Wiki Races is a more dignified title.
So what we are doing is we're going from one Wikipedia page to the next. I'm racing Ivo Graham, who can do it in the least moves. Last week, XFM to Angel Cake, I took 8. How many did you take, Ivo?
I took 16. But only one of us read up on the full life and times of Isambard Kingdom Brunel en route.
Yeah, whereas I'm genned up on Mel Gidroy. So now, Ivo, confident this week?
No, I've done better than last week, but that's not good enough.
I've gone from Angel Cake, last week's destination, to Coolio. Okay, James, if you'd like to read out my order.
Well, hang on. What does James think the par should be?
Yeah, but
Angel Cake to Coolio. 10?
ooh, okay, he's gone with par 10. Okay, James, if you'd like to read my
We've had some people on Twitter saying they can do it in 4, and I just
they've
don't
been
believe
cheating,
it.
mate. They've been cheating.
I think they've gone
They got to
backwards.
show their workings, surely.
Yeah, so that's my route. If you ignore the 2 links to the Crystal Maze Live, that was just something I looked at halfway through it.
Okay. Coolio.
No, that's the end. Start at the bottom.
If you started at Coolio,
I normally start at the top. Angel Cake.
How you feeling, Ivo? Pleased with that so far?
yeah, you literally...
Well, that is the starting point.
Okay.
Am I just starting from Angel Cake Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Because before that, you've got Angel Cake Google search.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
What did you do both?
You what?
What did you have to do both? Oh, you had to find it on Wikipedia first.
yeah.
Okay. You just go Wikipedia and then put Angel Cake in the search there.
No.
Yeah. No, you go on Wikipedia and then you have to get to Angel Cake, just as sort of training, just as a warm-up.
Yeah.
The Wikipedia homepage.
Yeah, it's like doing 5 minutes of a little brief cardio before. Okay. Angel Cake Wikipedia. Then United Kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah. Pleased
Clever.
with that.
The Police is in the band.
As in the band.
No, because of their hit sort of...
I just chose a band that I thought would... at this point, I was thinking there'll be a list of #1 singles somewhere. And the Police will be on that list. Or they will at least have a blue link to #1.
Yeah, definitely. UK singles chart. So these are going.
Yeah.
So is this where you got a bit sidetracked? 'Cause then you went okay, yeah, and then UK singles chart records and statistics after that.
Yeah.
So, you're
starting to panic
very
at
much
this
going
point.
down the #1.
Yeah.
singles
Coolio
route.
break any records?
Well, you'll soon find out.
List of artists by number of UK singles. So
This was my biggest mistake. It was a list of the artists by how many #1s they'd had. I thought that would be a list. But the list stopped if you had you needed a minimum of 4 #1s to be on the list, which put me in real trouble.
the Crystal Maze, a live immersive experience.
That was just an internet search.
And then you went back on that again.
Yeah, I wanted to double check something.
Let's hear the entire search history of Josh Widdicombe.
You got to that twice in a row, not even with anything in between. Back to Wikipedia. Eminem.
Yeah, I panicked. I thought I'll go to hip hop now.
It's gone about hip hop music.
Yeah.
Sampling, brackets
Well-
music.
I thought. Now this was my big move. I thought Gangster's Paradise is a sample of a Stevie Wonder
Yes,
song.
it is, yeah.
So maybe if I go to sampling, it will be listed as one of the great
It would have to be one of the
samples all
most famous samples of all time.
Well, it was, because next is Coolio.
time. Yes.
That's very impressive.
What was my score, Neil?
I've got that as 9.
1 under par. 1 under par.
Well done.
Thank you.
Ivo. That's a
birdie.
Ivo, can you make it 1-all? Week.
Well, I'll tell you what I did. I was inspired by your Mel Gidroy route last week. I thought I'd tried something a bit different, so I went from Angel Cake. There's not a lot of jump-offs in Angel Cake. It's quite a short Wikipedia page. And I went vanilla, because I thought we might get to Vanilla Ice through...
It's a Vanilla Ice.
Can I just say, at this point, I don't know anything about Coolio. Before we brought him on the radio, I'd never heard of him.
What?
I've heard the song Gangster's Paradise, but I didn't know who it was by. And I didn't research him.
Yeah.
So I was slightly thrashing around in the dark. So, but I thought, he's probably mates with Vanilla Ice, surely. So Angel Cake Vanilla disambiguation. Not there. No link to Vanilla Ice. So then, and I hated having to do this, but I went back, which still counts. So then back to Vanilla, back to Angel Cake. So with 5 goes in, and I'm still on the start side. So then,
is awful.
like Josh, United Kingdom, music of the United Kingdom. Now, I went music of the United Kingdom because I still think at this point that Coolio is a UK artist.
Oh no.
Which is why I then went for the genre grime. I thought mates with Mr. Dizzy Rascal, perhaps. Nowhere on to be found on the grime page than to rap. And then I remembered, I was looking at different types of rap, comedy hip-hop, because Weird Al Yankovic did a version of Gangsta's Paradise called Amish Paradise, which is the sort of song that the photo of me with an orange beard looks like I would sing.
Yes. Even Ezekiel thinks that my mind is gone. That's one of the lines of that.
That's good. So yeah, comedy hip-hop, Weird Al Yankovic, and then straight to Coolio. 12.
Not as bad as last week.
No, an improvement, but lost in vanilla.
If you hadn't gone down that dead end at the beginning, you've absolutely nailed that.
But how good would I have felt if it had been vanilla ice, best friends with Coolio?
Yeah. That would have been good.
If you can beat that, let us.
Well, I'd love to know how the person on Twitter did it in 4.
I don't think you can do it in 4.
Screenshot your history if you are that person.
Yes, and then.
Not your whole history. We don't need to know that. Next,
someone's tweeted and say they also went down the vanilla ice route. Lovely stuff.
Neil, what will we be travelling to from Coolio next week?
Well, we try to tie it into something we've spoken about on the show, so I'm going to choose medicine balls.
Okay, medicine ball. Coolio to medicine balls. Are you aware of medicine balls, Ivo?
I think
Not a rap group.
They involved in the UK grime scene.
Individual rapper.
Yeah, I think that'll be all right.
Okay. The Maccabees on XFM more or less bringing an end to the show. As a thank you for coming on the Josh Widdicombe Show, you can plug whatever you like. James Acaster.
I'm also at the Edinburgh Festival at 8:30 in the Pleasance Courtyard. My show is called Represent, and then I take it on tour in the autumn. JamesAcaster.com for tickets.
Lovely.
Nailed that. That is the best I've ever done a plug.
Yeah, that was
Here's
really
a perfect Edinburgh evening. Ivor Graham, 6 p.m. Hour and a half for dinner, more than enough time.
Yep.
And then pop back in for Acaster at 8:30.
Watch me on a full stomach.
And then you've got an hour and a quarter to have a couple of lovely pints.
Yes.
And head over to watch the Josh Widdicombe Show XFM live, so you can check back in with Acaster and Ivo to see whether they mentioned whether they enjoyed that evening's gig.
Absolutely brilliant.